So I recognize this is not exactly the best vlogging camera, nor am I really a vlogger, but I haven't had time in the last couple weeks with work and everything else going on to try and get a video up. So I'm at my in-laws right now, taking a little bit of time to go and scout for spring turkeys, which is coming up soon. Thought I'd pack my Hero 7 with me and talk to you guys a little bit. So sorry if you hear a lot of wind noise. Sorry if this isn't the highest quality I've put out yet. Sorry if I'm horribly backlit by the sun. But sometimes just getting things done is better than getting them done perfectly. So you guys hear those frogs? Sure sign spring's coming. So I don't really have a polished video topic for you today, but what I do want to talk about is something that I think about a lot, and it's why deadlines matter. I've been doing a lot of work recently with my church, creating video content. We're doing some stuff for Easter and Monday, Thursday, and a few things coming up. And for Easter, it's different. We have deadlines, it's an actual date, but for a lot of the projects I do, it's just kind of like do it when you can get it done. If you're like me, you don't always set deadlines for yourself. And the challenge with that, at least for me, is that if I don't have a deadline, I don't have a great system in place to make sure that progress is constantly being made. In my day job, when I get a video project, there's a clean deadline. At least 95% of the time, there's a clean deadline in place that I have to hit with the project. If I'm doing a project for myself or for YouTube, especially now when there's not a ton of you out there watching me, there's not a lot of accountability to hold me to a time to make sure that I'm making progress. So one thing I'm trying to work on with my own personal projects and with these YouTube videos and with the work that I'm doing for my church is to just at least set deadlines in place for myself. Even if it's not a hard deadline that somebody else is holding me to, setting something in place so that I know on Friday or on Tuesday or whatever, I need to be handing over a piece of creative, a piece of content, something I made, and that makes sure that, you know, on Tuesday evenings, I'm setting aside that time to do that. You know, in a day job where you have 40 hours a week or whatever your day job schedule is like, you have a dedicated time set aside to make sure you're making progress on that project. One thing that I have constantly been plagued by in my YouTube beginnings is not setting up a structure for myself to make sure that I'm constantly making progress. You know, they talk about consistency with the algorithm and consistency with putting up content, and I think for me that consistency could be achieved a lot easier if I would just set deadlines for myself and then find a way to set aside time. Every Tuesday evening, every Wednesday evening, I put an hour and a half towards filming, editing, whatever needs to be done for this YouTube channel, and that deadline and that time that's set aside to move towards that deadline keeps things moving. When you don't have anything pushing against you, anything holding you accountable to making progress on your projects, progress just doesn't happen, at least with me. You guys out there may be way better at holding yourself accountable to this, but for me, and the way that my life is currently set up with my wife and my son and our business and my day job and all the other things that pull at my time, when I have free time, we tend to just spend that together, fill it up with things that we want to do, and it seems like all those side projects just kind of fall by the wayside. So I guess I'll just close this out by saying, if you have a goal that you're trying to work toward and you keep finding yourself frustrated and you're not making progress, try what I'm going to try, and that's setting deadlines for yourself to make progress. If you want to start a YouTube channel, set a goal for yourself to have a video done once a month on this day of the month, and then do it. And if that works for you, try setting 2 deadlines the next month or a couple months down the road so that you can get a video done on the 15th and one on the 30th. Having those benchmarks, like physical dates and deadlines in place, for me, it's hard to make progress any other way. That's all I've got this week. I know this is a short one, but definitely something real and tangible, because I think that using deadlines like this could probably benefit all of us, especially on projects that people aren't holding us accountable for outside of ourselves. So I hope you guys have a great week. I might cut in a little bit of footage of me trying to call some turkeys and see if I can get anything moving today. But if I don't see you before, have a lovely Easter. I hope spring's going well for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.